This is how it comes straight out the box. I'm just opening this for the first time. The fuel tank is pretty decent. I mean, same as the only one you get from a store. Comes with some gaskets, maybe a spare pull cord, I'm not sure what that orange thing is, and color, and 2 new spark plugs. Those are additional, there's 2 in it already. Fuel line feels pretty cheap, but it runs it. And you get this little tool bag, even though there's no assembly required. This Hangkai certificate of qualification, not quality, it's qualified for something. Got it set up on the back of the boat, take a look at it. I mean, it seems pretty decent. Looks like a motor. There's some fuel in there. It's your throttle, your choke, trim adjustment, and that's your tilt. A little bit of oil or something on there, probably just to prevent corrosion. So it doesn't come with anything in the lower unit, so you got to add that. There's actually a little bit in there, so make sure you got a bucket or something ready to catch it. Take the top one out and the bottom one. Fill this thing up, you just pump it full from the bottom until it starts coming out the top. I like to give it a little extra pumpies out the top to make sure I get all the air out. Bust. Put your top screw back in before you remove the hose. This is just PB Blaster silicone lubricant, and I'm just hosing this whole thing down. Do our best to keep it alive as long as I can. There's a grease fitting right there on the side, and I'm using Lucas marine grease. The grease, you just pump until it starts coming out somewhere else, like right there at the top. Your prop slash propeller has a cotter pin in it. I'm gonna get this off here so I can grease these splines. It's a 17 millimeter. It's on there, kind of tight actually. I was fighting it with the wrench, but I give up on that pretty quick. The appropriate method for greasing splines is to just take your grease or whatever and run it down each spline, and then you just slide the prop back on. But I am producing a video here, so yeah, enjoy this. Likes having its splines greased. For the break-in, I want you to run this at 25 to 1. That's just Pennzoil Marine 2-cycle TCW3 stuff. That's what you're supposed to use. So my measure has a 24 to 1 on it, so I'm kind of, guessing. I'm only going to put 3 gallons in here if you're actually looking at that. This mix ratio gives you a super oily exhaust. So, pro tip, this thing makes it impossible to put gas in this tank. So, filter nothing. This first start, I got muffs on it on the water hose. This kill switch right here, make sure that's underneath. To turn this off, you actually just hold that button. You'll see me in here in a minute yank the kill switch out. But that's not how to turn it off. Make sure you got this guy in neutral. I learned yesterday that it will start in forward, but it'll feel awful when you think you broke it. Fuel line's directional. You got a little arrow right there. Push in on that little silver thing and then push it on and release. Squirted at me a little bit. I guess that's the factory gas. I was sniffing it. You're gonna give this thing a pump until it gets nice and hard. There's a little vent on top of your gas tank. I think it says 2 turns. It's your choke on. Well, it almost worked. It's actually super hot, so choke off was a better thing. See me eat those exhaust fumes while I try to figure out why this thing ain't peeing. The telltale. See, emergency kill switch yank. Basically, the muffs I had that I used on my other boat are too big or stretched out or something, but I got around it with a little Irwin wood clamp. I just clamped it down on them right there, and they held it tight enough that it would actually put the water into the motor. Sounds like a weeder. So the break-in wants you to run this thing for 10 minutes at the lowest possible RPM, and that's what I was doing here. Of course, it's not just going to go for 10 minutes. That'd be stupid. I'm not recording all that. Here's your break-in procedure straight from the manual. It's in surprisingly good English. Here I'm on step 2, not exceeding half throttle. I got up to 14 miles an hour on that. Chilling. It's a 14-foot flat bottom from 1971. That's it for now. I'll let you know how it goes.